Welcome back to the Marlins here on OOTP 26, and as you can see, we've got our rematch. The Florida Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies for a second straight season here in the NLDS. They once again came out of the wild card, and now we have to try to beat them and not collapse. Last year we took that 2-0 series lead against them and then lost 3 straight and got first rounded for the first time in this entire series here on OTP 26. As now, we are trying to get a revenge and move on to the LCS and try to make a run to the World Series here, because that is always the goal at this point. And just very quickly, let's go over what our 26-man playoff roster is going to be looking like here. The rotation is going to be Pedro Patino first, obviously, and then Jose Hernandez. Rico Vergan is 3. And then we are going with Omar Garcia, simply because I think that he is most suited to start as a guy who can give us some innings, whether those are like 3 innings or 4 innings or 5 innings. You know, that's all we're really asking him for in the 4th starter role. And then we could have gone with Moyeda as that 4th starter, but I just feel like we could have used some more swing and miss in the bullpen here. So we're kind of going with like a back 4 of high leverage guys of Moyeda, Bird, Garreau, and Griffin. And Moyeda obviously has that huge swing and miss, so like we could have put him in the rotation, but I just felt like we wanted that swing and miss in the bullpen here, while Garcia can maybe give us like 3-4 innings as that 4th starter here in the postseason. And then the rest of the bullpen is Casey Peterson, Tony Elizalde, Rod Cajones makes it, Angel Macias in like a void high leverage role, and then Bobby Ramos does indeed make it as that lefty specialist guy. Bring him out whenever it's desperate. We need a lefty. Like maybe it's like we have 2 outs and then a lefty's coming up and we just need that lefty get it out. He could be that guy who comes in that spot. While on the offensive side of things, it is the same exact lineup we were running all season long against righties and against lefties. Hayashi, Vargas, Garza, Mark Antonio, Garcia, Bird, Lee, Head, and Ramirez. And then against lefties, Harai comes in at first base, and every other game we'll just be swapping catchers. It'll be Ramirez, then Ortega, then Ramirez, then Ortega, then Ramirez, then Ortega, and that was what was going well this season. They both were playing well down the stretch, so we're just going to keep rocking with that and see how it goes. While on the Philadelphia Phillies side of things, remember at some point they were below 500 way down here, and now they ended up with 86 wins on the season. We take a look at how they did. April was like around 500, or they were 500, then they were terrible in May, terrible in June, and then they had a real good second half. July, 13-12, 19-9 in August, 18-10 in September, as they surge into the wild card. And horrible base running team, but good offensively. You know, not the great pitching numbers, but this team beat us last year, so we're obviously not taking them lightly. They've got some really good young arms in their rotation now. Bryce Ellis, who was like reliever starter sort of guy last year. This year, he was their ace. 4.7 WAR, their best starter. Marcos Romero, he's back on this team as well. He was here last year. For Ramirez, I remember him. He was really good. He's back on this team. And then Johnny Brito's in their bullpen because he was not good for them in the rotation this season because they don't know how to use him. You're misusing him. You're making Johnny Brito look bad. But we've got a playoff series against the former player here in Johnny Brito. And then their 4th starter is Vinny Mendoza, who was on last year's team, but as a reliever. So he is here on this team as the 4th starter. And then not a lot of great bullpen arms I'm seeing. They've got Jim Groth here as their closer. Don't know why his nickname is Luke, but it is. He did not have the greatest season, but he is a very nasty reliever. Then they've got Valenzuela here, who's like whatever, extreme fly ball. This guy's whatever. This Pablo Chapa guy has got a high potential, but not a lot of outstanding bullpen stuff here. But, we got to try to beat him. And then in the offensive side of things, sorting by WAR, David Martinez is their best player. He was very, very good last year, 9 WAR. This year put to 7.9. He's their best offensive player, as I said. William Bergola, he was horrible last year. This year he was really good. The Kyle Schwarber type who has like the French name Richard Chouinard, whatever you say his name, however you say the guy's name. Not as good as he was last year, but still, or he actually was. He actually is still as good. He actually has a better WRC plus, but he had a very small sample size. He must have gotten hurt. He broke his ankle in May, so he's like just probably now coming back recently. But he is in the lineup. Vinicius Dos Santos is back. Al Valdivia is back for them. Ricardo Olivar, Felix Morabel, I remember him from the Angels. He was like an Angels prospect. At least I believe he was an Angels guy. He was an Angels guy. This Vasquez guy looks to be their center fielder, who is terrible in center field, so I don't know why they're playing this guy in center field, but, you know, AI is going to AI. Kevin Bazell is their catcher. He's not great. Alan Castro in right field. You know, I'm going to say it again, but it's a very top-heavy team with, like, Martinez, Chouinard, and Dos Santos as their main bats, but then, you know, they beat us last year, so this team is no slouch. We are going to be trying to topple them because they took it to us last year. They embarrassed us. And then this year, the head-to-head in the positions is not even close. We have the edge at catcher, tie at first base, sure, but I think our guys are better. Second base, we have the edge because of the offense, or we have the edge because of the ratings, but like Hayashi has been great. I'd probably say that's like a tie more so. Third base, absolutely, but like they have a really good third baseman. Shortstop, absolutely. Left field, they have the edge, but Garcia's no slouch. Head, absolutely. Garza, absolutely. Mark Antonio, absolutely. And then absolutely we have the rotation edge in this game with Patino going against Bryce Ellis, their 23-year-old young buck starter. Let's get into it. So here we are at Lone Depot Park. Top 1, Pedro Patino on the bump. Game 1 of the NLDS against the Phillies. As Patino is already in some serious trouble. First and second, nobody on, and it is their best hitter at the dish. Once you count to him, Patino delivers. Struck him out. Hell yes. Next batter up is Dos Santos. Struck him out as well. 2 down now, brings up Alan Castro. First pitch swinging ground ball, fielded by Bird, and that is a 1-2-3, not 1-2-3 inning, but a scoreless inning for Patino. They get 2 on, nobody out, and then Patino clutches up, does what an ace does, gets out of it. Move things on bottom 1. We do nothing offensively, and then they have 2 on again, but it's 2 outs here. Oscar Vasquez, little flare shot to right field. Caught by Garza, 3 down, move things on bottom 2. We do nothing. Then we move things on top 3. They got runners on the corners now. 1 out here for Alan Castro. 1-2 to him. Struck him out. 2 down. 4th strikeout for Patino. Brings up the Frenchman, who also goes down swinging on the screwball. 2 Ks in the inning. Move things on bottom 3. We do nothing. They have a runner on second with 2 outs. It's Vasquez, 1-2 count to him. Patino blows it by him. Struck him out. Now it's on the bottom 4. We do nothing. Top 5. They hit a home run. He gets at it from there, so the Phillies have a 1-0 lead. As Mark Antonio's on second base to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Brings up Alex Garcia, who watches strike 3. Ellis was hurt on the play, though. So now Johnny Brito is out of the bullpen to face the Fish. 1 out, runner on second base here for Dario Bird. Works a full count on Brito. And he pokes one into left field. That finds some outfield grass. Mark Antonio holds up at third base. It's runners on the corners here. 1 out for Brooks Lee, who's going to take that first pitch. That's in there for a strike. Possibly steal second. They throw over. Possibly steal second. He does not like it. So now it's 2 strikes. Not great. As that's lined right at the shortstop. Morabel. 2 down. Brings up Dylan Head. 1-1 count to him. Ground ball to first base. And we strand runners on the corners. So still 1-0 Philly. Move things on top 6. And Patino's in a jam here with 116 pitches. I didn't even see that. So yeah, first and second, nobody out, not great. We're going to the bullpen. We need some swing and miss here, so we go to the swing and miss. Alex Moyeda coming in the bullpen here, facing Kevin Bazell. First pitch swinging, though, unfortunately. Never mind, he's missing a bunt, or he's bunting it foul. And then Moyeda walks the guy. Now it's bases juice, nobody out. Ground ball, throw home. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Vargas makes the play home. Now it's one down, bases loaded for Oscar Vasquez. 0-2 count to him. As that's crushed to left center. Off the wall. Their terrible center fielder just cleared the bases. It's 4-0 Phillies. And Moyeda's hurt. Jesus Christ, man. Peterson. Casey Peterson coming in the game down 4-0. 2-2 count to Olivar. Struck him out. Next batter up is Martinez. Ball gets away from Ramirez. Just brutal. And then Martinez pops it up to the second baseman. But we are now down 4-0, heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. Against Johnny Brito, let's just half it here. We do nothing. Peterson works a scoreless frame. We do nothing. Peterson gives up a solo shot. We'll take him out of the game. Just give Rod Cajones some work here. Why not? Gets out of it from there. We're down 5-0 with 2 frames to go. And we do nothing offensively. Move things on top 9. Quijones is fatigued. Runner on first. It's mid-AB, though. This will be his last batter. And he walks him. 2 on, 2 outs. Bring in Macias. First pitch swinging here. Ground ball to first base. All right. So we move things on bottom 9. Down 5. It's Jim Groth on the bump. We have Garza, Plone, and Garcia up. 2 runs. What just happened? It's a 5-2 game. Garza singled. They brought in Chapa. And Mark Antonio hit a 2-run home run. So a lefty's in the game with Garcia up and then Bird. So we're going to be bringing in Harai as a pinch hitter here. Alex Garcia against Pablo Chapa, the young pitcher. 2-2 count. Well hit, but right at the center fielder Vasquez. 1 down brings up Dario Bird, which means Harai is coming off the bench. Let's see what he's got. 1-1 count. Hit well, but to right to center field. Vasquez makes the play. It's 2 down now. They bring in Valenzuela to face Brooks Lee. 2-1 count for the veteran shortstop here. As that's hit in the air to right field. And that's 3 straight outs as the Fish offense doesn't show up until the 9th inning. As we lose by 3, 5-2, drop the first game of the series. Alrighty, folks, it's game 2 here at Lone Depot Park. Jose Hernandez is on the bump for us, and they have a lefty going, so it's our lefty masher lineup with a couple changes here. So they're throwing Marcos Romero, a lefty, and we have Mikov leading off playing right field. So Garza's playing center field today. Vargas is playing second base, which means that Iva Arquette is playing third base today. Get him in the playoffs against a lefty bat. See what he can do. Hayashi is not in the team today. Then it's Mark Antonio, Garcia, Harai, Lee, Arquette, Ortega playing catcher today because Ramirez caught yesterday. Let's get into it. I'm confident we destroyed left-handed pitching this year. Let's do it. Jose Hernandez, already down 2-0. Gets out of it from there. Vargas is on second base, 1 out here for Jorge Garza. Works a full count. He goes down swinging. Then it brings up Mark Antonio, who spits on ball 4. It's first and second, 2 outs for Alex Garcia. who goes down swinging. Move things on top 2. Hernandez now down 3-0. They have a man on second with nobody out. That's going to be popped into right field. Caught by Meekhoff. Runner tags up to third base. They have a man 90 feet away from scoring here with 1 out. As William Bergolla is up and the top of the order is up next. Pitch around with first base open. That's going to be a ground ball. Diving play by Brooks Lee. Beautiful, but they do score a run, 4-0, as we're already up against it here. Hernandez gets at it from there. Move things on bottom 2. What just happened? Harai flew out. Lee grounded out. Iva Arquette solo home run. 429 puts us on the board. It's a 4-1 game. We do nothing else. It's top 3. If Hernandez... Let's go batter by batter simply because I don't know what Hernandez is fucking doing this game. So let's go after Chouinard here. I mean, you're a control guy. That's a pop fly to center field. Garza will make that play. Move things on to Martinez. Full count to him. Ground ball left side. Brooks Lee in the gap. Makes the play. Beautiful. Gold Glover type shit. Next batter up, Vasquez. 2-2 count to him. That's going to fly out to left field. 1-2-3 go the Phillies. And I think we're gonna be going like batter by batter this. We just need to get something going on offense here. George Meekhoff leading things off, top of the order, bottom 3. 1-0 count. Line drive right at the left fielder, 1 down. He gets BABIP'd, brings up Vargas, who puts one on the air to right center. 2 down. Next batter up is Garza. 3-1 count. Well hit, deep center field. Over the head of Vasquez, who's a shitty defender. Garza's got the speed. He's heading into third base. Boom. Triple with 2 outs for Garza. MLB leading 9 triples on the year. Triples here in the postseason. So 2 down brings up Mark Antonio, who hits it hard right at the right fielder. We do nothing. Still 4-1. Hernandez here facing Valdivia. 2-1 count to him. Ground ball to Lee. Makes the play. 1 down. Next batter up is Morabel. Go after him. That's a 2-2 count. Skies it in the infield. Coming in to make the play is Vargas at second base. Makes it. That's 2 down. Brings up Olivar. 3-1 count to him. That's not great, as that's going to find some outfield grass. That should be a base knock for Olivar. 1 on, 2 outs for Castro. Little dribbler back to the pitcher. Hernandez does not make the play. First and second, 2 outs. Bergolla. This is a lefty. That gets through. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. And we're down by 4 again. Bunch of absolute bullshit scores. Now it's the top of the order. We're taking out Hernandez. We are going to Elizalde at this point. Or... yeah, we're going to Elizalde at this point. He's going to come in. 2 outs, 2 on, facing top of the order in Dos Santos. Well hit left field, ranging back is Garcia, makes the play. So they do tack on 1. We're now down by 4 again. It's a 5-1 game. Garcia, Harai, Lee due up against the lefty. 2-2 count on Garcia. Well hit, but right at the left fielder, 1 down. Next batter up is Harai. 1-1 count to him. He finds some outfield grass. Base knock. Runner on first. Harai does what he does against lefties. Brings up Brooks Lee. Harai doesn't like it. Brooks Lee going down that right field line. Harai is going to end up on third base, most likely. Little double action for Brooks Lee, the veteran shortstop. We've got ourselves second and third here with 1 out for Iva Arquette against the lefty. who goes down on 3 pitches. Beautiful. Now it's Kyle Ortega. 2-0 count to him. He finds some outfield grass. That's going to score 1, possibly 2. It does indeed score 2. 2 RBI base knock for Kyle Ortega. It's a 5-3 ball game. We're back in it. George Mikov here, up against Romero. 0-2 count to him. Goes down swinging. So we tack on 2 in the inning. Move things on top 5 here. Chouinard's up. 2-2 count to him. Here it comes. That's a ground ball to Lee, and it's 1 down. Easy play for Brooks. Brings up David Martinez. 1-2 count to him. That is absolutely crushed to right center field. Kiss that baby goodbye. Oh, Tony Elizalde gives up a solo shot, and now we're down by 3 as we just brought it within 2. Now it's Vasquez up 3. Oh my god, dude. Walks him. Isn't there a... Yeah, visit the mound. No, we're not changing pitchers here. 1-2 count to Valdivia. Struck him out. Next batter up is Morbell. He's a terrible hitter. Lines it right at Vargas, so he gives up 1. We're down by 3. Let's score some fucking runs here, huh? 2-2 count to Vargas. Lead off the top of the 5th. Well hit. Perfectly played in right field. Now it's Jorge Garza. 1-1 count to him. That's popped up the center field. That's 2 down. Brings up the cleanup man and Mark Antonio. Full count. Little base knock. All right, keeps the inning alive. He's on first. Brings up Alex Garcia, who hits a little shitty ground ball to shortstop. We do nothing. We move things on to the top of the 6th. Bazell, Castro, and Bergola due up. Elizalde on the bump. Beautiful play by Arquette. Rips it across the infield, 1 down. Next batter up, Alan Castro. 1-2 count to him. That is popped up into center field, 2 down. Brings up Bergola. 2-2 count to him. Lee charges that ground ball. Beautiful play by Brooks. 1-2-3 go the Phillies. That'll probably be Elizalde's last inning. Move things on to the bottom of the 6th, where it's Harai, Lee, and Arquette due up for us. Harai against the lefty. Shitty chopper over to second base. 1 down. Now it brings up Brooks Lee. Shitty dribbler back to the pitcher. I mean, just terrible stuff. Just terrible stuff. We do nothing in the inning. Move things on top 7. It's the top of their order. Dos Santos, Chouinard, and Martinez due up. As we are going to go to... It's top of the order here. Luke Guerrero's coming in the game. I trust him to risp it. And he works a scoreless frame. Move things on bottom 7. It's Ortega, Mikov, Vargas due up. We're going to risp it. See how it goes. Boom. We got 2 on, 1 out. Jorge Garza, lefty on lefty action here. 2-0 count. And he skies it in the infield. 2 down. Now it's Mark Antonio. 2 outs, 2 on. You're the fucking man. As he just weak little fly ball to left field, nothing going on. We're still down 3, move things on top 8. Guerrero facing Vasquez, Valdivia, and Morabel. We're going to risp it. Scoreless frame for Guerrero. Move things on bottom 8. They bring in Jim Groff for a 2-inning save. It's Garcia, Harai, Lee due up. We're going to go batter by batter at this point. So Garcia in the batter's box here against Groff, who strikes him out. Now it's Harai. Do we leave him in or do we go Bird? Honestly, let's go Dylan Head. Let's go. No, we're gonna let Harai hit. We're gonna let Harai hit against the righty. Works a full count. Hunch, baby. Hunch, hunch, baby. Let's go. 430 feet against the right-hander. It's a 6-4 game. It's a 2-run ball game in the bottom of the 8th, folks. 1 out. Brooks Lee digs in the batter's box. 1-1 count to him. Bloop in? No. That's going to be caught by Martinez. 2 down brings up Ivar Arquette, who we're going to let hit. He's just going to go down to 3 pitches. Pop it up to right field. Shitty pop-up. We do nothing, or we tack on 1 more with the home run. Now it's a 2-run game. We have 1 more frame to go. It's Castro, Bergola, and Dos Santos up. We are taking out Garreau for Mike Bird, who is going to risp it. Works the score of this frame. It's bottom 9. Jim Groth on the bump. We have Ortega, Mikov, and Vargas due up. We're pinch hitting Dylan Head. Dylan Head as a lefty is going to come in against Jim Groth here. And he's going to immediately... Oh my god. Crushed. Crushed. Crushed! A pinch hit! Dead center field home run from Dylan Head makes it a 6-5 game. 424 off the bat. Dylan Head delivers. 1-run game. Mikov, Vargas, Garza due up. We're letting Mikov hit. He's been a dude this year. We're trusting him. And he goes down on 3 strikes. Now it is on to Vargas. First pitch swinging. Shitty ground ball to the shortstop. And suddenly we're down to our final out. Jorge Garza. Take the first pitch. That's a ball. Take the second pitch. That's a strike. Now you're swinging away. That gets down. Base knock Garza. Hustle double, perhaps? Hustle double for Jorge Garza. He's on second base in scoring position. Brings up Mark Antonio as they bring on a new pitcher in Roberto Valenzuela. An extreme fly ball pitcher who has been good in very limited sample size against Mark Antonio, our best bat. Take that first pitch. Ooh, first pitch strike from this guy, and Mark Antonio works a full count. Finds some outfield grass. Garza is rounding third and heading home as Mark Antonio delivers. The Fish tie this game up at 6. Big time stuff. Mark Antonio, beautiful. RBI single ties the game. Dylan Head pinch hit home run. Suddenly it's a 6-6 game. Alex Garcia, Mark Antonio on first base. Take that first pitch, please. This guy's just all about the first pitch strikes, man. 2-2 to Garcia. Ground ball over to second base. And that's the end of the inning. We're on to extras. It's a 6-6 ball game. And we've got to take Dylan Head out of the game, unfortunately. Agustin Ramirez is going to catch from here on out. So, Mike Bird, what's his stamina looking like? We're going to let him go batter by batter here. We're going to go Chouinard. He goes down swinging. Beautiful stuff. Next batter up, David Martinez. Pitch around his ass. He hits one over the leaping glove of Vargas at second base, so base knock for them. Brings up Vasquez. 1-1 count. 3-6-3. 3-6-4? They tried 3-6-4, but the relay was not good enough. So yeah, Vasquez on first base. Castaneda is now up as a pinch hitter as a lefty. I mean, he's way better against left-handed pitching. Interesting. Split, reverse split guy. We're going to let Bird face him. Oh, God. 3-1. Oh, my God, dude. What the fuck? What the absolute fuck? This guy, with 45 power, just hit a ball to dead center field off of this guy. Come on, man. Come on. Now we're down 2. Morabell's up. We're taking Bird out of the game. I don't even give a shit. Griffin. I don't even care if it's a lefty. Griffin's coming in the game to get this last out here. He gets out of it from there. Boom. It's bottom 10. We got to do something. We're letting Harai hit here. 2-1 count on Valenzuela. Skies it in the infield. The shitty infield pop-up. 1 down. Next batter up, Brooks Lee. Finds some outfield grass. The tying run is at the plate. In Iva Arquette. In there for a strike. Iva Arquette delivers with a base knock. First and second. The winning run is at the dish in Agustin Ramirez. That's ball 1. That's 1-1. Now it's a 1-2. Oh my god. He's the king! The king of the playoffs! Agustin Ramirez! A walk-off 3-run home run. I thought we were cooked. I thought we were dead in the water. I thought we were filleted on the grill. Oh my god. Mike Bird gives up the home run to a shitty pinch hitter, but it doesn't matter. Agustin Ramirez, 3-run blast. Holy shit. Walk off. It's a tie series. Alrighty, folks, it is game 3 here at Citizens Bank Ballpark. We are in the city of brotherly love in Philadelphia. Series tied at 1 game apiece after the walk-off last night. As now, we are here in Philly. Heifer Ramirez going for them, the right-hander. We have Rico Vergan going. It is our right-handed lineup in. Ramirez is catching because Ortega caught yesterday, and now Ramirez gets to hopefully capitalize on his game last night. As top 1, Jorge Garza's on second base with 2 outs for Mark Antonio. Full count to him. Crushed to center field. Over the head of Vasquez. Fisher on the board, 1-0. I believe that's the first time we've scored first this whole series. Beautiful stuff. Mark Antonio RBI double brings up Garcia, who grounds one over to shortstop. They make the play. But we take a 1-0 lead here as Rico Vergan will take the hill and works a scoreless frame. The offense does nothing. They have runners on first and second here with 1 out for Kevin Bazell. 1-2 count to him. Ground ball to Lee. 6-3. 6-3 double play gets out of the inning. Beautiful stuff. Double play. It's top 3 here. Did Hayashi just homer? Hayashi just homered at the 2-0 Fish lead. And Vargas is hurt. You have got to be kidding me. Well, third base is now Iva Arquette. So we got her on a double, I guess, sliding into second or something. That's brutal. Now Vargas digs in with the 2-2. Watches strike 3, brings up Mark Antonio with a 2-2. That's going at the right center field, into the gap, up against the wall. Another RBI 2-bagger for Mark Antonio. This one scores Iva Arquette. It's now a 3-0 lead for the Fish. Brings up Alex Garcia, works the 2-0 count. He finds some outfield grass out in right field. Mark Antonio will end up on third base. It's runners on the corners. Here for the Fish brings up Dario Bird, who sends one out to left field. That should be deep enough to tag Mark Antonio. It is indeed. It's now a 4-0 Fish on the sac fly. Brooks Lee digs in now. He strikes out, and that'll end the inning. But the Fish tack on 3 as we have a 4-0 lead. 4-0, they're saying. It's bottom 3. As Vergan finds a runner on second base here with 1 out for Valdivia. 2-2 counts. Ground ball to second base. Hayashi makes the play. 2 down, runner on third for David Martinez. We're intentionally walking this fucking guy. I'm not pitching to him with the first base open. Now it's Vinicius. 0-1 count to him. Ground ball left side. Arquette whips it across the diamond with that 65 grade arm. And that's a scoreless frame. Move things on. Top 4. Dylan heads on second base for Agustin Ramirez. 1-1 count. Ground ball right side. Moves up head to third. 1 down. Brings up Hayashi. 2-2 count to him. He watches... Oh no! Drop third strike, but they do get to it in time. So runner on third still for Iva Arquette. Kind of tempted to steal home, to be honest. Let's take that first pitch. That's in their first strike. We're stealing home. He's safe! Let's go! Dylan Head just stole home to make it a 5-0 lead. And then Iva Arquette. Don't tell me. He does it! The man loves the postseason. What a sequence. What a sequence. Dylan Head steals home, and then Iva Arquette hits a solo shot. His second homer of the postseason. The enemy of the channel getting it done. My God. Anything else going? Garza's on second for Mark Antonio. 2-2 count to him. And then he just pops it up in the foul territory. But we do tack on 2 in the inning. It's a 6-0 Fish lead, folks. Move things on bottom 4. Vergan scoreless frame. We do nothing. He's got 80 pitches. Let's go batter by batter here. I don't want to risk it. As he gets Bergola to pop up there to Lee at shortstop for out number 1. Next batter up is Vasquez. Full count to him. Ground ball to Brooks Lee. That's 2 down. Move things on to Valdivia. 2-2 count to him. Ground ball at the middle, and it's past Hayashi's diving glove. So runner on first, 2 outs, 97 pitches. We are going to bring in... in the 5th here, we're going Casey Peterson. Casey Peterson's coming in the game. He's going to pitch around Martinez. As that's a line drive to center field. Dylan Head makes the play. Move things on to the top of the 6th. So they bring in, or I guess Saladin's been in for a while now. But facing Dylan Head here. He's on second base. 2-0 count to Ramirez. And he spits on ball 4. So first and second here. Nobody out. It's Hayashi. We got these guys on the bases. We're double stealing. The throw down to third. Not in time. Everyone's safe. It's second and third. Nobody out here for Hayashi. 1-1 count. That's a piss missile to right field, but right at the right fielder. Head will be tagging to score. It's a 7-0 lead on the sac fly. Ramirez on second base still for Iva Arquette. 2-2 count. Ground ball. So he's out, but runner moves up to third base with 2 down. Brings up Jorge Garza, who pops up in the foul territory, 3 down. We do tack on 1 more in the inning. Move things on bottom 6. Casey Peterson in some trouble. First and second, nobody out for Chouinard. 1-2 count to him. Ground ball back to the pitcher, Peterson, going to second with it. Wow! Nice! What is his fielding ratings? Okay, he's a decent fielding pitcher. Nice. That's a what was it, a 1-4-3 double play? 2 down, runner on third for Morabel, who's a shitty hitter. And he flies one over to left field. Garcia makes the play. We move things on to the 7th. We do anything offensively? No. Bottom 7 here. Peterson, runner on second here, 1 out to Vasquez. Full count. Spits on ball 4. First and second, one out. We're not risking it. We are going to Rod Cajones here. Why the fuck not? 7-run lead. Give him some work. Full count. Ground ball right side gets through. That's going to score 1. It's a 7-1 ball game. Now it's David Martinez. Full count to him. That's hit well over the head. I mean, we shouldn't have brought in Cajones. Oh, boy. That's going to clear the bases. It's now a 7-3 ball game. RBI triple. This is his third batter face, so we're going to pitch around this guy. Another full count. That gets through. It's now a 7-4 game, and we have really fucked it with the bullpen decisions here. All of a sudden, only a 3-run game. And we're going to bring in Luke Garreau. Who does not get an out there. It's runners on first and second, 1 out for Chouinard. Full count. And he spits on ball 4. Still nobody out. You feel great. Awesome. We'll get the guy fucking out then. He didn't get him at home, did he? Everyone's safe. Oh no, he got the guy at home. Holy shit. So 2 down, bases loaded. Garreau's already getting a bit tired here. We're going to let him face Bazell, his last batter, no matter what. He struck him out. Holy shit. It is a 3-run lead. Somehow. Probably shouldn't have brought in Cajones, but you live and you learn. It's top 8. Let's do some shit here on offense. They bring in Jorge Ramos. 2-2 count. Struck him out. Now it's Dylan Head. That's ripped up the middle. Base knock. Beautiful stuff there. Dylan Head's on first base. You know what that fucking means. They know what's coming. He's off and running. Oh my god. Oh my god! This guy's got a 55 arm. He just threw it out with 85 speed, 85 steal. So now it's 2 down. Nobody's on base for Ramirez. And he goes down swinging. Jesus Christ. Garreau's coming out of the game. Lefty, righty, righty. I don't even care. We're bringing in Griffin. Griffin's going to come in. We're just going to trust him to wrist it. Shouldn't have trusted him to wrist it. It's first and second, 1 out here for David Martinez. Definitely don't want him facing a lefty, so it's Mike Bird time. Full count. Why can't we throw strikes? Thank God. Pops it up to the catcher. 2 down. Brings up Dos Santos. Ground ball. Brooksley makes the play. Goes to second with it. Scoreless frame. Deep breaths. Move thing on top 9. Hayashi, Arquette, and Garza do up for us. Let's see if they can do something. Hayashi, fly ball to right field. That's 1 down. Brings up Iva Arquette's first pitch swinging. Who pops it up in the infield. That'll be 2 down. Brings up Garza. Take that first pitch, please. I don't want another first pitch swinging shit. You got a 1-1. Now you're swinging away. You work that full. Spits on ball 4. Beautiful stuff. We're not going to steal here with Mark Antonio up, but we are going to take the first pitch. Strike 1. Now it's a full count. Runner was going on the pitch because it was a full count, 2 outs, and Garza's going to be able to go to third base because of it. Runners on the corners here, 2 outs for Alex Garcia, who spits on ball 1. Ball 2, full count now, as Garcia grounds one over to second base. We don't score any more runs. It's a 3-run lead heading into the bottom of the 9th with Mike Bird on the bump here. Castro, Chouinard, and Morabel up for the Phillies. Full count to Castro. Ground ball gets through. Leadoff single for the Phillies. Brings up their big power hitter in Chouinard. against Mike Bird here. First pitch swinging. Ground ball, 4-6-3. Hayashi Lee to Bird, 4-6-3. That's 2 down. Brings up Morabel. What the hell? Throw some strikes. Walks Morabel. Brings up Kevin Bazell. This will probably be his last batter no matter what. Ground ball to Lee. Goes the short way as the fish are moving on, folks. You can't hold us down. What am I saying? What am I saying? I'm an idiot. That was game 3. We're wrapped up here. We're not as locked in on the game, but we are locked in on the amount of games, but we are locked in on the actual game here. 7-4 victory. We take a 2-1 lead in the series as we have a chance to close it out in game 4. Good thing Shedry Vargas is only a hyperextended knee. He'll be out for 4 days. Now, it is minimal to his hitting and his throwing and moderate to his running, so we may possibly play Arquette at third base here, at least for this next game, and see if we can get it done with Arquette and then rest Vargas in between the next series. But if Game 5 happens, Vargas will be playing. All right, folks, it is here, Game 4. We are up 2-1 in the series. They have their backs against the wall, and it's Vinny Mendoza on the bump for them. And shucking the pill for us is Omar Garcia, left-handed pitcher, the 22-year-old who has 3 major league starts to his name. If this guy gives us 3-4 innings, we will take that and then try to piece it together with the bullpen, who is not fully rested, though. So if we could get we're just trying to get as much as we can from Omar Garcia, and then we'll take it from there. That is the plan. Once again, Arquette is playing third base for us. Dylan Head's actually leading off because he's been insane in this series. So it's Head, Ihashi, Garza, Mark Antonio, Garcia, Bird, Lee, Arquette, and Ortega because Ramirez played last game. Let's get into it here. Top 1, Dylan Head leadoff triple. I mean, it's already paying off here. Hayashi, 2-1 count. That's going to be hit the deep center field, and that will be easily enough to tag up Dylan Head. 1-0 Fish. Anything else going? Mark Antonio is hurt. Fan-fucking-tastic. He has to come out of the goddamn game. He's on second base. Honestly, I'm tempted to go, because I want to have Meek called on the bench as a possible outfield sub. So we're going to go Harai. Harai is going to DH for us. So he's on second base here for Alex Garcia. 2-1 count. Ground ball right side as Garcia continues to struggle this postseason. That'll be it, but we do take a 1-0 lead. Move things on bottom 1. Omar Garcia. Scoreless frame. Top 2. First and second. 1 out here for Kyle Ortega. Take that first pitch, please. Strike 1. Now it's a 2-2. Looked like he swung at it 8 seconds after it was in the glove, but he goes down swinging. Now it's 2 down, brings up Dylan Head with the top of the order, who watches strike 3. So now it's bottom 2. They have 2 on, nobody out for Mark Bradford, who we have not seen yet this series. He's got a decent contact avoid K bat, a slappy hitter bat against lefties. 2-1. Hard hit, but right to the right fielder. Garza, 1 down, brings up Morabel. Full count to him. 6-4-3. 6-4-3 double play. Ends the inning. Scoreless frame for Garcia. That's 2 scoreless for him. Move things on top 3. We do nothing. Garcia. All right, runner on second base. 1 out for Dos Santos. Pitch around him with first base open. Spits on ball 4. Now it's Chouinard. 1-2 count. Oh my god. 4-3 double play. Hayashi making a beautiful play there. 2 down. Or no, that was the end of the inning. Never mind. That was just double play to end the inning. Beautiful stuff. That's 3 scoreless for Omar Garcia. We're on to the top of the 4th. We don't do anything. 57 pitches. It's Martinez, Vasquez, Valdivia. Let's pitch around Martinez here. Full count. Don't. Don't. Oh my god, dude. That is brutal. So Martinez homers. Let's do a little mound visit here. Let's risp it. He gives up another. He's got to come out. That's back to, not back to back, but that's 2 home runs in the inning. He's got to come out. He has to come out. Garcia left him in a little bit too long. Gives up 2 runs. And now we need some bulk, so we're going Elizalde. Runner on second, 2 outs for Bazell. 1-2 counts. Struck him out. So we're down 2-1, but it was only 2 solo shots, so it could have been worse. So top 5 here. We do nothing. Bottom 5, they do nothing. Top 6. Let's go batter by batter here with the offense here. Garza leading things off, spitting on ball 1 here, no matter what. It's strike 1. 3-1. Getting back in the count. Spits on ball 4. He's on first base, brings up Harai. We're going to try to steal second, though. They're throwing over. He's off and running. This catcher is fucking out of his mind, dude. How is this guy throwing out our runners? Makes no sense. So now we got nobody on. Harai's up. 1-2 count. Ground ball to shortstop, 2 down. Then it brings up Garcia, who has been terrible this postseason. And he continues to be terrible. Brutal. Bottom 6, Elizalde. He's fatigued, but it's 2-2 with 2 outs and nobody on. Struck him out, but it's a drop third strike. Ortega gets to it in time. Beautiful. 1-2-3 go the Phillies. We move things on to the 7th. It is Bird, Lee, Arquette due up for us. As Bird grounds out to the second baseman. 1 down. Brings up Brooks Lee. 2-2 count to him. Pop fly to right field. 2 down. Brings up Iva Arquette. Roberto Valenzuela is entering the game. Take the first pitch. Make him throw a strike. Ball 1. 1-1. Now it's a 2-2. Please. Oh my god! Iva Arquette ties the game with a solo home run. Oh my god, Iva fucking Arquette, folks. I don't understand what this guy's deal is, but he just shows up in the postseason. It's a 2-2 game. Ortega's due up. He hits it well to right center field, but it's tracked down by Bradford. So we're on to the bottom of the 7th here in a tie game. And we are going to bring TJ Griffin in to do this 7th inning. We're going to risp it here, too. And he gives up a solo shot, and now we're down again. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Can you get out from there? You can. But now we're down a run. Who was it that hit a solo shot? Morabel, you're letting this fucking guy hit home runs off you, man? Come on. Come the fuck on. It's top 8. Dylan Head, Hayashi, Garza up. Jim Groth in for a 2-inning save. As Dylan Head is going to be first pitch swinging. Ground ball to first base. 1 down. Next batter up is Hayashi. Finds some outfield grass, base knock. The Japanese man gets on first base. Brings up Garza. He's going to spit on ball 1. It's strike 1. Fuck. 1-2. Watches strike 3. It's 2 down for Harai. I trust you. 3-1 count. Man, not in the corner enough to get down. We do nothing. We're still down 1. Bottom 8 here. As it's the top of the order, and we are going to turn to Luke Garreau, even though he's on not full rest. Luke Guerrero's going to come in. 1-0 count to Vinicius Dos Santos. Jesus Christ. That's off the top of the wall. Might be a triple, probably a double. Yeah, double. Leadoff double for Dos Santos brings up Chouinard. O2. Struck him out. 1 down, brings up Martinez. I am not fucking pitching to this guy with first base open. First and second, 1 down. Double play possibility is there here for Vasquez. He plunks him. You've got to be fucking kidding me, man. What's the deal here? Valdivia. 0-2. Skies it in the infield. Bird makes the play. Now Mark Bradford's up. Ground ball to second base. And Bird keeps it where it is. Scoreless inning. Bit stressful, but we have one more frame left to try to get back in this game. 3-2. We have 3 up. It's Garcia, Bird, Lee. Garcia's been so bad here, honestly, that we want Mikov in the game. Mikov is in the game. Jim Groth on the bump. You know, I don't want you just swinging the first pitch here, so take that first one for a ball. Take the second one, too. That's a strike. Now it's a 1-2. But some 2-strike hitting. Gets past Morabel at shortstop. Leadoff single for George Mikov. We're not going to swipe. We're not going to swipe here. I'm tempted to at the 80 speed and the 65 steal, but this guy's throwing out head. He's throwing out head and Garza. I'm not taking a chance here. We're taking a pitch with Bird. That looked like it was a pitch out. That's 2-0. I'm tempted to steal now, honestly. Now we'll swing away. And just watches it. Awesome. 1 down. Brings up Brooks Lee. Now we're going to steal. He doesn't like it. That's ball 1. Swing away. Man. A missile, but right at Martinez in left field. Groth was hurt. They have to take him out of the game. Jalen Worthley, who is significantly worse than Groth, enters the game here as a lefty, facing Iva Arquette. I believe. Fuck! Damn it! Oh my god, how is this going 5 again, dude? Folks, this is what we want. We have Pedro Patino on the bump for Game 5. Winner takes all and goes home to the NLCS. I can talk. Winner goes to the NLCS. Loser goes home and golfs. I'm sure a lot of these guys would be happy to go do that. Because that's just, the culture in baseball and hockey. But anyways, Dylan Head is leading things off for us. It's the lefty lineup. They have a lefty going. But we have Dylan Head leading off, even against lefties, because he's just been so hot this postseason. Vargas is back in at third. Garza's in at right. Mark Antonio at DH. Harais at first. Mikov's in left because Garcia's been so bad, and we want Mikov's bat in there against the lefties. Lee, I thought about moving Vargas to shortstop just for this series, just so we could get our Arquette's bat in there. But because Lee's been so terrible offensively, but we're just going to leave it for like a late inning pinch hit appearance for Arquette. And then Hayashi's at second in 8th, and then Ramirez is catching today in the 9th spot. So we have Pedro Patino, our ace, going. We're going up against a lefty. We have destroyed left-handed pitching all season long. Let's fucking do this. Top 1. 2 on, nobody out. 2 in scoring position, nobody out for this fucking guy with first base open. Struck him out. Holy hell. Now it's Dos Santos. That's ball 4. Castro goes down swinging. Now it's Chouinard. Holy shit. Never do that again, Patino. Just strike him out just off the bat, man. Holy shit. Scoreless frame for Patino. Move things on bottom 1. Dylan Head's on second base here. Looks like he swiped second for Shedri Vargas. 1-1 count. Ball gets away. Heads on third base. The fastest guy in baseball is now on third base with nobody out. Full count to Vargas. He's going down the right field line. Injured and all. It don't matter. Rocking the teal sleeves today as well. That's an RBI double. 1-0 Fish to start things off. Still nobody out. Brings up Garza. 1-1 count. That's well hit. The deep center field. Their shitty defensive center fielder cannot get to it. Garza might have a triple here. It'd be cool if the camera showed the base. No, it's a double. RBI double. 2-0. Mark Antonio. That is hit well to left field. Leaping catch. Garza might tag. He is. He's on third with 1 out. Brings up Harai, the lefty masher, who pops it up to the infield. Holy shit. 2 down, brings up Mikov, who goes down swinging. So we tack on 2, strand a runner on third. It's top 2 here. Patino works to score this frame. We have 2 on, in scoring position with 2 outs for Vargas. That's gonna, little dinky shot, find some outfield grass. That'll score 2. 2 ribby single for Vargas. That's his 3rd ribby of the game. It's 4-0 Fish. Giving Patino the lead. I mean, just all-around great start here for the Fish. Brings up Garza. Let's just risp it. Nothing else going for the Fish. Top 3. Scoreless frame for Patino. We tack on 1 more. That was a George Mikov home run against a lefty. We have Chase Romero, one of their best pitchers here in the 3rd inning. It's a 5-0 lead. Victor Villanueva enters the game, one of their younger guys who probably is going to be a menace for them, next season in the rotation, but this season was in their bullpen. So bottom 3. What else we got going? We're still cooking. Runners on the corners here. 2 outs. Agustin Ramirez steps in the batter's box, but he grinds at the shortstop. Nothing else going. So it's a 5-0 lead. Move things on to the top of the 4th. Patino gives up a run. It's a 5-1 game. Bazel's on second. 2 outs for Bergola, who bloops one over the first baseman's head. That's going to make it a 5-2 game. Who has to come out? Somebody has to come out. One of their guys. I don't know. Who gives a shit? 2 down. Let's just risp it. Bergola swipes second, I guess. Ground ball gets through the right side. Garza. Throw to the plate is not in time. Oh my god. It's a 2-run game, dude. Now it's Valdivia. And Patino struck him out. I mean, if Patino didn't have that fucking first inning where he walked all those guys and whatnot, he wouldn't be sitting at 80 pitches now through 4. But he is. Jalen Worthley is in the game here for Philly. And we do nothing. So we're still up 2. Top 5 here. Patino scoreless frame, bottom 5. We do nothing. 94 pitches for Patino. We're going to go batter by batter. Morabel leading things off. Ground ball. Muffed by Harai at first base. Not a good defensive first baseman, I will say. That is his big downside, is that he's not a good defender, but his bat's so good we get him in there anyways. So that's an error on him. Morabel reaches. 96 pitches here for Patino. Can he get Bradford? It's the bottom of the order. We might as well let him try. Strikes out Bradford. 1 down. Now it's Bergola. 2 down. 10th K of the game for Patino. Now it's Vasquez at the top of the order. I think we got to go to the pen here. We gotta. We can't let him face the top of the order. We're going to bring in Casey Peterson. Go right after him. 1-1. Here it comes. No. Vasquez down into the corner. Is that going to score a run? To the plate! He's dead meat! He's dead meat! The relay gets him. Beautiful stuff. The defense shows up. It's still a 5-3 game, bottom 6. Beautiful. What just happened? Hayashi home run. This guy's got no pop at all. He has 45 pop. He's got a little tiny bit of pop. But Hayashi home run makes it a 3-run lead for us. Anything else going? Oh my god. Did Dylan Head just homer? Dylan Head homers for the second time this postseason. It's now a 7-3 ball game. We do nothing else. Casey Peterson here with a decent lead in the top of the 7th. Gets himself into some trouble. It's first and second. Nobody out here for Dos Santos. That's going to be flied into left field. Caught by Garcia. Or no, Mikov, rather. Then it's Castro. Full count to him. Struck him out. Brings up Chouinard. Fly ball left field. Mikov will make that play. Scoreless frame for Casey Peterson. Move things on bottom 7. Mark Antonio's hurt again. You have got to be kidding me. We're going to bring in Arquette. He's going to DH from here on out. And yeah, Harai is up against the righty. We're leaving him in. I don't give a shit. 2-1 count. Here we go. Opposite field. Oppo Taco, folks. 2-run blast off the bat, Harai. It's now a 9-3 lead for the Fish. Beautiful stuff. They're bringing in Bryce Ellis. They're bringing in their ace in relief. Down 9-3. Are they stupid? Bring him in earlier in the game. Holy shit. We don't do anything else, though. Then Peterson works a scoreless frame. We don't do anything else. Top 9. Let's bring in Cajones here. Scoreless frame as the Fish topple the Philadelphia Phillies. You cannot beat us twice in a row. No, sir. The Phillies take us to 5 again, but this time the bats show up. 9-3 win for the Fish as we move things on to the NLCS.